Hi, I'm LeRoy Hauser. The title of this video is How to Sell Houses in a Multiple Offers Market. A multiple offers market is commonly known as a seller's market. It's a condition we have in real estate from time to time in which we have more buyers for houses in a certain location or in a certain price range than we have houses to sell. And as a result of that, we typically have 2 or 3 or more buyers who want the same house at the same time. Many buyers will refrain from being involved in one of these situations, and I'm one of them. I would rather make an offer and counter it back and forth, knowing that I'm only one involved in it, so that I have time to make the right decision. But in some markets, in order to find a house, you have to be involved in one of these situations. I think there's a certain amount of advice that you need to give people, and here are some tips on some advice I think will serve you well. First of all, people need to be advised as to the fact that the houses they're getting ready to look at are houses in an area in which there could be multiple offers. Knowing that there are some other situations that need to be covered. One is making an offer. Making a lowball offer in a multiple offers market is just a waste of everybody's time, and they need to be so advised. The reason is because multiple offers typically create prices that are well above the listed price, and making a lowball offer just doesn't go anywhere. As far as making the offer, there are 2 things about the offer themselves that I'd like to talk to you about. The first one is the deposit. Higher deposits typically have a lot of sway with the seller. And even though you may not offer a price that is high as some other contracts, in that it is covered by a large deposit, could be significant. And buyers need to be advised in going into one of these situations that is the key. The other thing about the offer you make, I think, is contingencies. Contingencies can click out an offer just as quick as a low price can. But I do think that there are 3 contingencies that you should consider. One contingency is contingency on getting a final loan approval. Being pre-approved for a loan in most cases is not a final loan approval. And the way the mortgage market changes from time to time, most buyers could very well write an offer subject to getting a final loan approval, and it would be accepted. The second part of the contingencies is a contingency for full home inspection. I would never advise a buyer client to buy anything without a home inspection. Too many people have done that and later find out that the deficiencies in that house just made it a horrible situation. So I think that is a reasonable contingency, along with a contingency to check for wood-eating insects, which are, as everybody knows, invisible and something that happens from time to time, and surely it'd be as much protection for the seller as it would be for the buyer. So I think you could get by with those. In addition to that, I think there are a couple other things that you may want to check on behalf of the buyer about. One of those things is, what are the rules? Meaning, some people are selling a house and they have a rule that all of the offers will be held until a certain date at a certain time, and then the winning offer will be notified and everybody else will be notified that their offer was not sufficient. And in some cases, and I've been involved in them, in which there were no rules. So you just submitted the offers and they took their time about looking at them, and everybody got chafed up about it. So I don't recommend getting involved in one of those kind of situations. So I think you need to know what the rules are, along with how many offers are being held. It would not be uncommon in a very hot market for the seller to be holding 10 or 15 offers on one particular property. By knowing how many offers are already being held, the buyer then has the option of not being involved or being involved. And of course, having the buyer's permission to ask that question fits in with the standards of practice, and the listing agent would have to get permission from their client, who would be the seller, to give you that information. So the information may or may not be available. But regardless of whether it is or whether it is not, it would be wise to have that information prior to getting involved in writing contracts and making offers. The good news about all of this is it takes a good real estate market to have multiple offers, and we certainly are having one in the United States. All of the markets are not red hot, but every one I've been to is better than it was in the past. I don't know of many times in my career, which has spanned more than 30 years, in which there was a better time to buy a house. The interest rates are low, money is available, and the prices have not started going up very much yet. That is to come in the very near future. It's never been a better time to sell a house because there are a lot of buyers in the marketplace. The prices are going up. And for some of the people who have been underwater for a while, meaning their mortgage is greater than the price of the house, this is a good time to move from where they are into something that they want to have. So the future of real estate looks really good. And I thank you for watching this video, and I hope your market is hotter than it's ever been and you make a lots of moolah. See you later.